Good morning, folks. George Adventure here. I don't have a specific topic, but I just want to start off talking about the case event at Johnny's. It was good, and there was a lot of people there. You couldn't hardly move around in there, but it was successful. I met the knife doctor, Kevin, and his wife. Great guy, man. Great, humble guy. He's I hope everybody that goes to that event in Ellaville will go down and talk to him. He's just a great guy, man. Really humble. We had lunch together, and he walked around. He looks like he enjoyed it. But I think he was kind of surprised at the knives that Johnny had. But it was a great event. Met another person from the Knife Brotherhood, and we had a great time. I didn't even buy a knife. I didn't buy anything, actually. I won this hat. Well, I didn't win it. Case was giving them away, so I got a hat, and I got a challenge coin. So there you go. This morning I'm going to leave here in a little bit and head and see my daddy for a little while. Spend about a half a day with him at assisted living. So I got about a 45-mile drive. I want to please, I can't say this enough. Please vote. If you hadn't voted, please vote tomorrow. Please. I don't normally do this, but our country is in peril. And if we don't win this election, I just don't think I don't know if there's a return back. I think we're going to be so damaged that, the country's going to be done. Now, I know God's in control. So anyway, vote, please. Keep your head on a swivel too, y'all. I'm hearing a lot about people talking about going to be some violence and stuff. If certain person wins, there's going to be a lot of violence and stuff. They're planning it, so be prepared for that. So anyway, today's Monday, November the 4th. It's about 62 degrees out there. It ain't too bad. But I had this guy, we were eating at a restaurant, me and Miss Linda, and this old timer got up. He was 90 years old, and he writes poems, and he came over and gave me a couple of them and said a few words, and he went back and sat down, So I appreciated him doing that. I didn't know him, but he was a godly man. Talked a little bit about God. And this is a poem. It's called A Letter from Heaven. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's pretty long. I'll read a couple. Said, I bet you didn't know that heaven has no timekeepers. There is only the sun's light and darkness of night. And there are no such things as locks on heaven's doors. Plus, there's no such thing here as rich or poor. Here in heaven, we live without a single worry or dread. Safety, freedom, comfort surround us, enough said. Living in eternity without pain, body, or brain purified from the earthling's daily living in sin. It is time to decide. And he brought this over, so, I just thought it was pretty neat. Just a little, read this morning. So yeah, elections tomorrow. I'm having me a little bit of blackberry lemonade. I don't have time to drink and make coffee this morning because I've got to run. We're going to sign the papers. We sold my daddy's house, so we're going to meet the real estate lady at the assisted living and sign the papers. So got that to do. You know, life can be, life can really, you just really ebbs and flows, turns and curves and all this stuff. But you know, just the way it is. Hope everybody has a great day today. Miss Linda's gone already. She's on her way to work. Hope everybody's safe out there today. Hope everybody has a good day. Got Elevale coming up. Looking forward to that. I talked to Kevin a little bit about it. Next year, I'm gonna get me a table down there and bring some leather and sell it. I gave out some Knife Brotherhood stickers at Johnny's. Gave a bunch of them away. I met some people that watch my channel. That was pretty cool. Always nice to meet people. Met Dan, which I've met Dan before, but he's one of my subscribers. And got to talk to him for a little while. He sat with us, Nate. So it was an awesome time, you know. And we left there and went to Bubba's last football game. They had a playoff game and they lost. That team they played was superior, but you know, that's football. You know, hope everybody really thinks about getting out and voting tomorrow. So I'm gonna show my carry today. I've got me a hank right here. Got that. Carrying this yellow Delrin Trapper in my belt sheath. It's perfect to carry a belt sheath in. Got a yellow Delrin Saudi. Not a Saudi, but a sow belly. Love this thing, man. I bought this at Johnny's actually. Well put together knife. This one's good. This one's perfect. Got CV steel or CS steel, whatever. Got carrying this Saudi today. It's red Delrin Saudi. And I reshaped the blade on it. Made a spear point. And got the top of it nice and smooth with some 2000 grit paper. I do some knife modifications, you know, and I don't do a lot, but I clean them. I get knives and I clean them and, you know, do some stuff like that. I don't really put it on YouTube. You know, I may do it, but I know I got some guys that like to do it, and I don't want to get into their stuff, you know. But I like to do them. You know, I don't talk about them too much. I think this one turned out pretty good though. I did another one in stainless steel that I carry, but this is carbon, you can see, and it turned out good. It's a good spear point. I think it's a cool carry. Another Delrin. Carried my Zippo. That's one thing I learned at Jeff Randall's schools. You always want to have some fire making or fire on you, whether it's a lighter, a big lighter, or a ferro rod in your bag, or which I carry them too, or something. You always want to have a way to, if something happens, you got a way to make fire. Carrying this in this slip here. Carrying my little notebook. Well, it's not a notebook, it's actually just a notebook sleeve. Got that. I always got my pocket organizer in there. Yeah, and there's another knife, yellow Delrin. I always put me a little knife in here. It's just handy to have. So that's my knives. Yeah, carrying quite a few. Got my Timex on this morning. Got me a Parker Jotter. I had never carried this one. I've had this in a while. It's called a London edition. It's a pretty Parker. So I got it. So that my keys. So anyway, everybody, you know, I've asked this before. Let's all say some prayers for this country, please. in your normal prayer life. Let's ask God to bless this country with a good election that'll go the right way. I don't worry about myself, but I do want my children, my grandchildren to live in a great country. So I'm a little concerned. So let's say a lot of prayers. Let's pray for our country. We always should. We should always pray for our country, for our family, for our friends. Knife Brotherhood, pray for the Knife Brotherhood if anybody's having a hard time, health-wise, or on the job or whatever. Went to a funeral yesterday. My best friend's mama, she died. She was 90. She's been in a nursing home for a year with dementia. She was a great lady. That's her right there. I knew her. She's one of them that, you walk in her house. When I'd go in her house, she'd ask me if I wanted a biscuit or a sandwich or something. Just always very loving and giving and good Christian woman. So she passed. It was her time. It was her time. Seemed like I've been around a lot of death, here lately. Just kind of wears on you. My daddy wears on me, going and seeing him, seeing how he is. It wears on you, man. It just, and I actually dread going when I know I'm going in the morning. I go 3 times a week. And it wears on you. It wears going seeing your daddy bedridden, laying in the bed, and he's got oxygen on, and he can't get up, go to the bathroom, and it's just hard. And I don't want to be that way. I'm not going to be that way. I hope, well, I can't say that, but I hope the Lord will take me out of here. But it's just hard, man. It's hard, it's just another phase of life. We all going to be there. One way or another, we're all going to die. So, we just have to live the best life we can. Just live the best life you can, y'all. Just be successful and love one another. And give people, pray for people and be with your family and, just love on your family and your friends. So that's what you got to do. Pray and be close to God. So that's it. That's my video. Just hope everybody has a safe day. I got about a 45-mile drive ahead of me. Keep your blades sharp, man. Whoops. Keep your blades sharp. Keep your mind sharp, too. Keep your mind sharp. Be safe out there. Remember what I said. Vote, 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 vote. God bless.